Alright, this is a 10.6 video by Jared Caston and Danny Banky. Okay, for number one, that's one of we identify it as one of our theorems, and the theorem gives us the equation one half of the measure of arc AB is going to equal angle A. So then we just substitute in what we know. So it's going to be half of 122 is going to equal the measure of angle A, and then when we plug that into our calculator, we're going to get measure of angle A equals 61. So that's what it is. On number two, another theorem, and the equation that they give us for that would be half the measure of half the measure of arc AB plus the measure of arc CD is going to equal x. I think I go back later, or maybe I already did, but I put in the dots so that you know which arcs is which. Um, then we plug it in. So then we got, yep, right there. I'm plugging them in. So then we got half of 143 plus 151 is going to equal x. So I was putting measure of it, but no, it's just 143 plus 151 equals x. Half of that. So then we're going to get half of 294 is going to equal x. And so then we're going to solve that, and we're going to get x is going to equal 147. Alright, on to the third one. The equation that they give us for this kind of problem would be half of arc AB minus arc CD is going to equal angle E. So the first one minus the second one is going to equal the third one. Half of that. So then we just plug in what we know. Oh yeah, and I labeled the parts so that once again you can know what one is which. So arc AB would be x, arc CD would be 113, and angle E would be 42. So we're going to have half of x minus 113 is going to equal 42. Alright, so then we just times 2 over, so we're going to get x minus 113 is going to equal 84. And then we're going to add 113 over to get x equals 197. Alright, on the next one. So we got basically the same theorem, but we got to find out what that inside angle is in order to find out what measure of arc A is. So we just take 180 because that's a line, because it's a linear pair. So 180 minus 112 is going to get us measure of measure of angle B, which would be 68. So we plug that in, and then we just use our equation. Measure of angle B is going to equal half of arc A. So then we're going to substitute in our knowledge, so it's going to be 68 equals half of arc A. And we're going to times that both sides by 2 to cancel out that half. We're going to get arc A is going to equal 136. And that's how you solve number 4. Alright, then we'll flip it over to the back side. Number 5, we gotta find the value of x. So we're just gonna take from that theorem from the last one. So we're gonna plug in the values. So we're gonna do the angle is gonna be 89, and that's gonna equal half of the two arcs. So that's gonna be 143 plus x. So then we're gonna times by 2 on both sides. So we're gonna get 178 is gonna equal 143 plus x. And then we just minus 143 to get x equals 35, and that's what we have. Alright, for number 6, so we're going to get 1, so half of 1 minus 2 is going to equal 3. So that's like arc 1 minus arc 2 is equals angle, which would be the angle. So then we just plug in our values. So it's half of 5x minus 2, and that's going to be minus the second term, which is x, is going to equal 56. We're going to times 2 over, so we're going to get, then we simplify the inside, so it's going to be 4x minus 2 is going to equal then 56 times 2, which would be 112. Then we plus 2 over, so it's going to be 4x equals 114. Divide by 4 to get x equals 28.5. That's how you get it. And we put a smiley face like normal. But what you didn't see coming was we're going to give it a tongue.